What's up, fam? It's your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 times, and I'm back with another video. In this episode of Hood Tales, I'll be taking it to Florida to talk about a dusty love triangle, or what seemed more like a toxic polyamorous relationship involving a middle school math teacher, which led to an innocent man losing his life. But before we get into this video, welcome if you're new here to our channel, and welcome back to all of our subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so and join the Tony 2 Times family. Go ahead and click that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload. And if you're rocking with the content, don't forget to hit that like button. Feel free to share this video. Make sure you watch until the end to hear the full story. All right, let's jump right into it. Imagine this. You're a young, successful woman with a career as a teacher in your hometown. You're married with 4 beautiful children, and you choose to throw it all away by stepping outside of your marriage to enter into a relationship with a man and his on-again, off-again girlfriend, which led you to being an accomplice in taking an innocent man's life. All because the other girlfriend was messing with someone else outside of the love triangle, turning it into a square. 30-year-old Martisha Williams Johnson was born and raised in Marion County, Florida. She graduated from North Marion High School. Martisha attended college at the University of South Florida and finished her bachelor's degree at Liberty University online. With her degree, Martisha landed a job as a teacher in 2012 for Marion County Schools, where she grew up. She had a budding career as an educator, teaching math to high schoolers, middle schoolers, and elementary. In 2021, she was a math teacher at Fourth King Middle School. From her interaction with students, it seems like Martisha was great at her job and well liked by her students. She seemed to be making a positive impact on their lives. While she may have gotten along with her students, some of her colleagues would say that Martisha was confrontational at times. But how others may have felt about her didn't seem to bother her one bit. Martisha was married and had 4 children. It's not clear how long she and her husband had been married. It's also not clear if the couple were having marital problems, but at some point, Martisha decided to step outside of her marriage and began a relationship with 36-year-old Douglas Heath. Doug was also seeing his on-again, off-again girlfriend, 32-year-old Jasmine Webb, while being in a relationship with Martisha. It appears that all 3 were involved with each other, or at least both women were aware that Doug was having relations with the both of them and didn't mind. During the trio's entanglement, Jasmine got involved with another guy named Derek for a short time. And apparently, Jasmine's relationship with Derek didn't sit well with the rest of the trio. All 4 of them lived in the same apartment complex, and tensions brewed between Derek and the trio, which led to heated arguments, including threats on social media, especially between Doug and Derek. In the social media beef, a desire for confrontation was also brought up. The feud eventually escalated into a plot to end Derek's life. On May 17, 2021, Derek had been in communication with Jasmine. One of the messages he got from her phone was a voice message that he believed to be from Doug, communicating in a threatening manner. The communication also included attempts to find Derek's location. According to Derek's recollection, a black Nissan Titan pickup truck driven by Jasmine arrived at the location where he was. It was an abandoned home in a rural area of Brooker, Florida. Doug was in the passenger seat of the truck, according to Derek. Without warning or any words being exchanged, multiple shots were fired from the truck. At 7:15 p.m., the sheriff's office received a report of a person being shot at the abandoned residence in Brooker. The victim, however, was not Derek, but instead an innocent bystander who was standing next to him, 44-year-old Tyrone Blocker of Lake Butler. Derek recollected that he heard Tyrone saying that he had been struck as a truck drove away just before walking a short distance and collapsing. Life-saving measures performed on Tyrone were unsuccessful, and he sadly succumbed to his injuries. Derek himself was not injured, although he was the intended target. Tyrone Blocker was a loving father of 4 and was in a long-term relationship with his girlfriend, the mother of his children. He was a respiratory therapist at UF Health for years and had a great life before it was taken from him. His family remembered him as a person you could talk to and have a good time around. He was a pleasure to be around. He was caring, outgoing, and loved helping others. With his cheerful spirit, he could put a smile on anyone's face, no matter what they were going through. His loss was a tremendous blow to his family and friends alike. 5 days after the terrible incident, deputies announced that they had made arrest. With that, his family said they would begin to heal together. On May 21, 2021, Martisha Williams Johnson, Doug Heath, and Jasmine Webb were charged in connection to the shooting. All were charged with a hit charge, and Martisha and Doug were charged with first-degree hit. Social media, surveillance footage, license plate software, and witness testimony were able to help investigators find out what happened that day. Doug's black Nissan truck and Martisha's gray Kia SUV were both seen leaving the scene of the crime and was located in the vicinity before the incident took place. When Martisha's car was searched, they found a magazine containing ammunition. While Martisha acknowledged her relationship with Doug and Jasmine, she denied any involvement in the shooting. Law enforcement described her as being smug during her booking process, even smiling in her mugshot. Doug claimed to be asleep when the incident occurred and denied any involvement. He later claimed his truck was missing and didn't know where his cell phone was during the incident. Jasmine basically spilled the beans on the whole plot and said Doug was in control of the truck during the incident and that Martisha was driving the Kia SUV, and claimed she was dropped off at a gas station prior to the incident and then picked up 20 minutes later, but surveillance showed otherwise. In November 2022, Martisha and Doug were convicted of slaying Tyrone Blocker and the attempted slaying of Derek. Martisha was also found guilty of accessory after the fact. Jasmine Webb took a no-contest plea deal and received 12 years for manslaughter, with credit for the 599 days she had already served at that time. Martisha and Doug were sentenced to life in prison. The state of Florida does not have parole, so they will truly serve a life sentence. May Tyrone Blocker continue to rest in peace. My deepest condolences to his family and loved ones. It's so heartbreaking that he lost his life over something he had nothing to do with. I hope that they are doing well and have been healing with God's grace. Tyrone was an innocent bystander who really didn't deserve to be caught up in the crossfire. This story is absolutely crazy. First of all, how did a married woman get caught up in a love triangle that led to such a tragedy? Martisha lost everything over a toxic love affair. She didn't care about anyone but herself and her own selfish desires. She left her kids behind, all for what? Most people would have looked at her and thought she had it all together, but you can clearly look at her and see that something about her is a little off. The choices she made goes beyond my comprehension. Doug must have had the ultimate control over these women, I guess. Then Jasmine, the one messing with the other guy they plotted to take out, only gets off with 12 years. This whole situation is a mess. 30-plus-year-olds acting out like they don't have any type of common sense. An innocent life lost all over social media drama involving a messy love triangle, or more like a toxic throuple. Like, listen to how crazy this all sounds. Fam, tell me what you think about this in the comments below. All right, y'all, that's it for this episode of Hood Tales. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 Times, and I'm out.